until the inner florets detach from the spike. Continue removing the middle florets from one side of the spike and then rotate the pot to access the opposite side. Do not twist the stem as this injures the plant. Next, gently bend the spike to separate the spikelets. Using your scissors, cut the top half off of every spikelet. Aim for the widest part of the spikelet to expose the anthers. Cutting at the right height is important. You want to gain access to the anthers without injuring the pistil. The next step is to remove the anthers. Because you are working to prevent self-pollination, it is critical that all 3 anthers are removed. Wiggle your forceps between the translucent bracts and open the floret. Gently grasp and pull out the anthers. A common method to verify you have completely emasculated a floret is to deposit the extracted anthers on your hand for counting. If you find less than 3 whole anthers, you must re-examine the floret and remove the remainders. When moving up to the next spikelet, place your thumb on the emasculated spikelet below to help mark your progress. When you have finished, as a precaution, double-check that all of the florets have been emasculated before moving on. Now that the spike has been emasculated, you must cover it with a glassine crossing bag to keep the pistil protected from damage and pollen. Label the crossing bag with the date of emasculation and the plant's ID. To help distinguish between crosses made on the same plant, put a -1 at the end of the ID if it's the first emasculated spike on the plant. If it's the second, put a -2, etc. Because the plant was emasculated while reproductively immature, the pistil is not ready to be pollinated. This spike must be left for 3 days to reach sexual maturity before it can be fertilized. Cross-pollination is most effective in the morning from about 10 to 11 a.m. The plants are not stressed for water and the heat of the day has not reduced the viability of the pollen. Before pollinating, you must verify that the emasculation was successful. Locate your female parent and remove the glassine crossing bag to inspect the spike. Since the ovaries have not been fertilized, the florets will have opened up a bit and the stigmas should look larger. If you see any anthers, the emasculation was incomplete and you will not be able to use this spike for a cross. To minimize exposure of the female spike to open air, rebag the spike between steps to reduce